What's up, everybody? You guys know you are tuned into the Burnout podcast. I am your host, Rebecca Shelby, aka the Hot Takes Hottie, aka Miss Contextuality, aka I got my foot on these bitches next, aka the Great Debater, or like my good friend EJ likes to say, the Great Hater, aka the Professional Shit Talker, coming live from S.STREET Media. And here I have with me my lovely friend and no stranger to the show. What's up?
I've been here before.
Yes,
yeah.
You both have been here before, so y'all don't get a good introduction. That's for
I want all them AKAs.
I want the AKs too.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. Feel me? Nah, the AKs is only for the host. That's never.
Wow.
That's crazy. We said wow at the same time.
Y'all know we came here for, so let's talk about it. We got some things to get into.
Oh, we do.
So
what's been going on?
First on the agenda is Miss Danny Lee.
Yeah. Shout out.
Danny Lion.
Danny Lee. I really don't know how to say her name. Not for nothing. I never was a fan of her. I've been calling her an industry plant on this show for the longest because y'all know this is Conspiracy Central. But
what was she sent to do, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know, cause it's just so weird. She came out of nowhere. It's like, bitch, you
she was a
18
choreographer.
working with Prince.
She was a choreographer though.
Yeah, I know, but it's like at 16, like mad young, I was young. She had like dance.
She had dancing videos and shit. That's why.
Nah, I get it, but it's just like, where did the machine come from? Who are these people?
Like, blame Def Jam.
What are they doing?
Young artists they really got that's actually moving a little bit, and she fucked that up, didn't she?
Yeah, for real, because that's not even what we here to talk about. So, shorty girl, if you've been living, you have to be living under a rock if you don't even know what she did. But, shorty girl dropped a song called Yellow Bone, and it was...
She dropped it? I thought she just did the snippet.
She only dropped the snippet. But the snippet was enough for people to go, wow. Like, she might as well have dropped the whole thing and let niggas drag her all the way through.
So, what was worse? Like, how bad the song was, or, like, what she was talking about? I mean, because that's, like, hand in hand. Like, before we could even get to the controversy, we have to acknowledge that this is a fucking terrible song.
Yeah, that's that. And I feel like, boom, okay, so before we even get into before we even get into anything, first of all, when I first seen the Thriller, I scrolled right past it because I'm like, okay, this shit is trash. Then I got on Twitter and I seen what people was talking about. I feel like the issue isn't necessarily the fact the song is called Yellow Bone. It's like, girl, you're not even black. How are you a yellow bone? That's why I'm just like,
mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Like, you gotta go.
That's you wanna go? I mean, like, for me, it's weird to me. I don't know when it comes to like maybe Latinas and heritage and things of that nature. The Afrolatina thing has become like a thing these past few years.
But not everyone is Afrolatina.
But the thing is, I don't know. Until I see your abuela, I don't know what's going on. You get what I'm saying?
Your abuela.
Yeah. So like, I've been to like, I remember going to Washington Heights like for BMCC and shit, and you stop and ask somebody for directions. They like 15 times darker than me, and then they hit you with Spanish. You understand what I'm saying?
And that person is Afro-Latina. Let me break it down to y'all.
They was always, I mean, like, growing up,
before we even talk about Danny, who's not Afro-Latina, and I want to make that really clear, let's get into the different Latinos, the Latinx community.
Okay.
It's Mestiza, it's Taino, it's the Afro-Latinos, and then I forget what the proper term is, but then it's white Latin people, like people who have more European. Yes, but I don't know if it's even Spaniard they call them, because they don't identify being Spaniards because they're not from Spain. It's just the white heritage. Yeah. But yeah, so those are the 4 different groups. She is like a mestiza. That's what J-Lo is, like a mestiza. Like, even like,
what's their background?
Basically, they're pretty much everything. Like, they have the indigenous background, they have the African heritage. They're basically like J-Lo. Like, that's the perfect
as Afro-Latino?
No, because you have 12% of African in you, but you have all of this European, and because the thing is that it's mainly European and native ancestry. A small piece of black ancestry.
I wouldn't necessarily have, I think, like, for me, I wouldn't necessarily have any issue, like, being like, hey, welcome. If like growing up, it wasn't like a situation like them trying to exclude themselves.
Yeah,
that's where it like, all right, so there has to be a gatekeeper, because I remember like growing up, it was like a thing, like you guys tried to exclude yourself. Even like when I told you, like Dominicans, like black Dominicans, they were like, I'm not black, I'm Dominican. All right then, so you can't be black when you can't be Afro-Latino when it's convenient.
Yeah.
And then when it's not, no, I know black. Yeah.
And I had seen
That's what
I had seen a post from this girl, because Danny is from Miami and she's Dominican. Well, I don't know if she's specifically from Miami, but I know she's from Florida, and she has a lot of ties to Miami. But some Haitian girl that went to school with her in middle school, and I'm not saying she's the same person she was in middle school, we all change, but this Haitian girl was like, she used to bully me, and she used to point out the fact that I was Haitian, like, oh, you're a little dirty Haitian. And she made a point to other herself from that little black girl, which shows us, like, even when you look at her parents look like white people. And I feel like that's really what the issue is, because her boyfriend literally has a song called Light Skin.
Wait, who?
The baby has a song called Light Skin. The name of the song is Light Skin. And nobody blinked.
No, but listen. I think like that color. I don't like. You gotta pick. You gotta pick one for dang. Like he's being colorist and racist, and like I mean like you the Rachel Dolezal of Spanish people now. Like, I don't know how to fucking. You understand what I'm saying? That's like a whole big thing. Like because just
for
that's
me,
a topic.
I feel like the conversation isn't even about her. It's more so about properly gatekeeping. Like who is black?
This is so weird. This is such a fucking turn. You couldn't ask me 10 years ago. You couldn't tell me people were trying to be black. Like
yeah, because before, like a couple years ago, the thing was, oh, I'm mixed. I'm not black.
Mixed,
I'm foreign.
Everybody was lying about what they are. Like, bitch, you black. I know your mother and your father, bitch. Y'all are fucking black.
Like I said, I can't even be like an expert on it because it turned so quick. It fucking turned so quick, and now
the song is horrible anyway. So
that's the thing. Like
really
for something to cause so much controversy to be so bad.
I think that's really why people are mad. Like light skinned people are like, we don't want this shit.
Nah, they were mad. I went to okay, so yeah. I guess light skinned people are offended by that part, but not everybody was on
As
Twitter.
a light skinned woman, I am personally offended by the song Yellow Bone.
Yeah. Why couldn't
I'm just offended that she hurt my ears the way she did.
But there's the thing. Like I liked Danny. Like all right, what got me into Danny Lay? Like I seen her at Rolling Loud, and she did her performance Easy. That's the song she got with Chris Brown. She performed it. That song. Yeah, and like the way she held the crowd and all, I was like, yo, this is fire. I can fuck with her. And I listen to her music.
Before we even get into it, let me play the apology.
Yeah.
Let me play the apology.
Hey guys, it's Danny Lay, and I just wanted to address what's going on with me right now. I think it's super important because I definitely feel super misunderstood, and you know, my song Yellow Bone is what he want. I think people twisted it into thinking like I'm trying to bash.
She got the box braids.
That was never my intention. I wasn't brought up like that. I never looked at my skin as a privilege. I never looked at me as I'm better than somebody because of my skin tone. Nah, like I see brown skinned women flaunt their skin all the time in music. Like, why can't I talk about mine? If you look at me, I'm light skinned, I'm a yellow bone. In my opinion, that's just what I am. So it's like, it wasn't something that I looked at so deeply, which I can see why people will take it deeply. So
let me stop you right there, girl. Let me stop you right there and tell you why you sound fucking crazy. At 26 years, matter of fact, like just all the way wrong. First of all, girl, at 26 years old, and you've been in the music industry since you were 16. So you've been, even though you're young, you've been in the music industry for 10 years.
About a decade now.
Yeah, literally. Like you more of a vet than niggas that was in the industry before you at this point. Feel me? You know what the fuck colorism is. You know that it's a deep topic. You know, and just with social media culture in general, like, I hate that I'm quoting her. Eliza Rain even said, future baby mother, she was just like, in today's climate, you could be in America for literally 2 hours and know that colorism is a sensitive topic.
I listen. When it comes to colorism, shame. With the Game of Thrones, shame. I'm learning about it. I shut the fuck up when people talk about colorism because, you know, like, obviously, like, I'm of the lighter hue. You understand what I'm saying? So I gotta deal with racism. No, and I like, I'm more on the lighter side. So, you know, like, so when darker people kind of like express how they feel, I shut the fuck up. It's like what she's saying is kind of like what, like, if the alt-right was to talk about, well, you know, we're just, you know, why can't we be proud of our heritage? Because normally when it doesn't just come with being proud of your skin tone. You understand what I'm saying? It's normally like you're flaunting. It leaves a bad taste in dark skinned people's mouths, like, I guess, because you've had the advantages for so long. You get what I'm saying? That's what I've
like growing up. Niggas always said they like light skins. They want a light skin. Nobody ever said they want dark skins. But this is something that been going on for mad long. The light skins is always winning. This is something that been a topic on Facebook. This is something that niggas be always posting, like, you like light skins, you like dark skins. She knows that though.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like
She's
she don't
aware.
know that. So you know that you in the eye of the public. Certain shit you shouldn't do, like,
or say, then it just even leave a nastier taste in people's mouth because they like, okay, we know you have beef with the baby's baby mother who's brown skin, his daughter is dark skin. Why would you write something like why would you put a song out like that?
I wonder what the baby
and
said.
then the first thing in the apology, she literally said, I don't know if I played that part, I'm dating a chocolate man. I have chocolate friends.
That sounds like fetishism.
Yeah, it is fetishism because it's fun. I say this all the time. It is so much fun to bounce on Mandingo dick. Yeah. But it is not fun when the Mandingo come back with the racism and the problems.
You see that? I have no clue how fun that is, but I mean,
I'm pretty sure you've seen the joint.
No, all right. So no. And moving on. Nah, but like thing, but as that. Oh, you don't lie. But as it goes, like I said, with that, like that fetishism and stuff like that, everybody would like it. It's the same thing with white women. Just because you're sleeping with somebody doesn't mean that you necessarily care about the issues that they may have. And I don't necessarily even know if the baby's out here sharing things that, I mean, situations he may have because he's a darker hue. He might not even necessarily understand it. You normally, like, if you look at statistics and stuff like that, it shows like darker skinned people get more years than lighter. You understand? So these are things you probably don't even know. You just grew up dark skin.
Right. Yeah. And the thing is, I feel like when we focus so much on preference in the conversation of colorism, we totally neglect what you just said. Like, there are people literally doing years because they're dark skinned. Like,
you're less likely to get a job.
Like, there are people who didn't get a job because they're dark skinned. Like, when you put that into perspective, and just like in general, it's just like, bro, who gives a fuck if a nigga wants a yellow bone? It's not even about that. like it's not even about that. Like, it is really about society.
Is it? Is it really about society? Because I think, like,
I feel like America is the only place that have this issue.
Nah, colorism is everywhere.
In Jamaica, they bleach.
Yeah. And in
Jamaica and Africa, they bleach. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, this is thing like white supremacy and all that type of shit. That's worldwide. That's global.
Yeah,
that's global. People always gonna want to be closer to European as possible. You get what I'm saying? So, and
it's to the point where it's ingrained into the fabric of our society. Like, a lot of people don't know how to get away from that.
It's simple. To me, like, it's simple because, like, everybody black.
But that's the thing. Everyone cannot be black. Like, we have to properly gatekeep. Like, we have to be like other communities. Seriously, like, we have to, bro. Imagine, all right. Let's
how the fuck does other communities gatekeep?
They do.
They gatekeep only by shades.
No. I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay.
if I was half Asian, because I have friends who are literally black and Asian, they're Blasian. And it's so, everyone's a Blasian bitch. It's so cute to be Blasian. But literally, they cannot go to their Japanese side of the family and be like, I'm Asian. I'm Japanese. They're going to be like, are you fucking stupid?
Yeah.
But yet in the black community, if I'm Blasian, I could just be with black people and be like I'm black, and that's because of
you're gonna face exactly the same shit that I'm facing.
But you're not,
in the community, no. But outside of the community, you go to white people, you're black. You understand? You put everything on your census. You're black.
Does that mean everyone is black? That just means every minority faces oppression from white people. Like if you're Asian, you face oppression from white people. If you are Native American, you face oppression from white people. If you're Spanish, you will face oppression from white people. Just because you're oppressed doesn't mean you're black.
So Blasians aren't black.
Mixed people are mixed.
So we never had a black president, is what you're saying?
My sister's mixed, so speak how you
feel. We never had a black president.
We actually have someone in the room and I actually have a problem with that.
My mother is white and my dad is black. My mother's side of the family don't like me.
They don't like you?
No matter what, they just don't like me.
They don't like you?
No, they don't at all.
Wow.
They don't agree with my mother's. Let me see. They don't agree with my mother's choices.
Who you fucked? No, that's who your moms who fucked the black dude. Who you fucked? You understand what I'm saying? Like, how does that? What that have to do with you? I'm sorry.
But that's just how they are. Like, from experiences, me just growing up, they act shady. That's just how they are. Like, that's just how they was brought up. So they just like following down the line. So me growing up, I grew up with my black side. My black side of the family always said, "Girl, you black." So whenever I go anywhere, I'd be like, "What you mixed with?" I'd be like, "I'm white and black." My mom would be like, "No, she's black." That's just.
I mean, that's so. That's the. So these are the things.
Do you feel like it's fair
if you identify as black?
I'm not gonna tell no one.
You've been black your whole life.
I'll say this. I'm not gonna tell no one who's black and white. Like fuck out of here. Like that's a little bit much. But I feel like we do have to draw lines because then we have the Danny Lays. Well, like I'm Afrolatina too because they have an afro. No. like that's not how being black works.
Nah, it's a like I said, to me the thing, the whole gatekeeping thing, and what my qualifications necessarily as being black is you gotta accept the good and the bad of being black. You understand what I'm saying? Like just like when I walk into an elevator and a white woman clutches her purse, you understand?
I clutch mine back. Yo, I do not play with white people in public.
I don't carry a purse, so I
can't.
But
if you have a backpack, if a white lady do like this with her purse, take your backpack and be like, "Cause bitch, y'all steal too. The fuck out of here."
I laugh to make sure that they know that I peeped it. But you know, but these are the things. Like I've accepted everything that comes with being black. So you know, I think I should be able to reap the benefits. You know, it leads into a whole nother topic, and I gotta go soon. But now it's a whole thing of like black people, like American black people, wanting to like separate themselves from West Indian and African black, and it's like weird to me as far as like being the first generation here. But I get it, and seeing my parents, like how my parents used to act towards American people, I kind of get why they act like that. But you know, like I'm like, damn, I fully embrace the culture. I love my culture, but you know, I fully accept everything that comes with being black, and I've never tried to separate myself as getting an advantage as far as like being West Indian. Like I like being West Indian because of the music and the food, but the advantages that come with it, and I feel like it should be the same way with like a mixed person. Like if you're not all the time saying like, well, you know, I'm not really black, you know, then you get to, but if once you do that, then yeah, all right, well, you mix, so stay there. But once you say like, no, I'm black and I'm always black, I wake up black, I go to sleep black, I'm black,
and
black,
I feel like that's the difference. You brought up Barack Obama. I feel like that's the difference between a Kamala Harris and a Barack Obama. Boom. Okay. Barack Obama been black his whole life, even though his mother is white. But, he never, even before he was campaigning to be president, he never sat there and was like, and I know you gotta go, but he never sat there and was just like, but y'all know I'm half white. Like that, I had to find that out. I'm like, hold on, Barack Obama's mother is white? What? Like I was like, what?
Just like the stereotype, his black daddy wasn't.
And what's crazy is, you know, Barack Obama's father is a whole politician in Africa.
Word.
Yup. But anyway, that's another conversation for another time.
That's crazy.
Kamala Harris was always Indian.
Always. She's the first Asian American vice president. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like these are the like And that's the thing. And so here's the thing. It's just a perfect example. So, and I don't have I have no qualms with you bigging up your Jamaican heritage now. What I have a problem with is all of a sudden you listen to Tupac. Now all of a sudden you like a Tribe Called Quest fan. You understand what I'm saying? Like now all of a sudden you're pushing out the fact that you went to a HBCU. Now this is important to you, but before it was you were kept pushing forth your Indian American agenda. You understand? Like that's what I was saying. Like pick a side and stay there. If you're gonna be black, then be black throughout this entire struggle.
So before you leave, should Danny Lay be canceled for this?
Danny Lay should be canceled. Being an idiot. Like once people
just like that.
Yeah, like once you once people voice how they feel, you gotta accept. You can't tell people not to be offended. You get what I'm saying? And she should be canceled because that song is so shitty. God damn, that's a bad fucking song. That's a terrible song though. And so. She should be, like I said, the cancellation comes with, and nobody really gets canceled.
Yeah.
We talk about it for like 15 minutes.
Don't worry, we're going to talk about it tonight.
No, I'm talking about like cancellation, like nobody gets canceled really. R. Kelly's probably, in 5 years, R. Kelly's going to be cool to listen to again. What you call it, like.
I ain't fucking with him.
Yeah, you know what? Like I'm telling you, there's the,
I'm never going to be able to get them kids out my head.
I'm starting to see debates about like, is it okay to listen to his shit now? I remember like when things like first started going south, it was nothing at all. We canceling. When Surviving R. Kelly came out, you couldn't play him. Now it's like we're debating, well, do you still sneak and listen to R. Kelly?
Listen, the R. Kelly conversation.
It's a trap.
Period.
But like I said, she gonna get canceled for like a hot 10 minutes because she laughed in the face of getting canceled, so she gonna get canceled. She gonna have to sit down and hopefully
they be forced to say apology. That apology.
She said y'all can't cancel me. She said this. She said y'all can't cancel me.
Only God could cancel me. That's
Boom.
not funny.
We're
like
done.
like God is
here.
on
You're
Twitter.
Black Twitter. Black Twitter. You gonna make sure that it's clipped. You understand what I'm saying? And that's for a hot minute until her and the baby do. You know the We Got Something in Common, Bobby and Whitney remix. And then she back hot again.
On that note, you gotta get the fuck off this
Somebody
show.
on live said R. Kelly is the GOAT. Like,
oh
He
nah.
is though. I mean, like,
but he's canceled though.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Thank you so much, Slops, for coming. Since we are on the not free Danny Lay.
Free Danny Lay.
We all light skin. Let's
Hell
Free
no.
Danny Lion.
Keep that bitch. As president of the light skin delegate, we do not accept that song, and we do not. Yeah, we're trading her. Who do y'all want? Who y'all want to be light skinned?
Who we want to be light skinned? What you mean? I don't know how to answer that.
Damn, I would have said Meek 2 years ago. But
I'm crying. Nigga said Meek Mill.
I would have said Meek 2 years ago, but now he acting kind of light skinned, and now I don't want it. You understand?
Yeah, I guess we could bring in Meek Mill. But thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you. Nice meeting you.
You on all of our cameras.
Get out our spotlight. Like you in that camera.
Exit that way.
Stage left.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love when we have pop-in guests. So,
He said, on his way out.
right, he's like, So, on to cancel culture since we left off about canceling Danny.
Uh-huh.
So, lately I've been looking online and, all right, so I've been thinking a lot about social media culture ever since I watched The Social Dilemma. Have you watched that movie? You definitely should. It's really good. But basically it was talking about like our responsibilities as people shaping the culture online. Because think about it. We've been on social media ever since we were kids. We've been on social media since we were all like 10, 11, 12 years old. Some of us now are at a point where we actually have children on social media. Like niggas our age have kids who know about social media. So I just started thinking about like how toxic online culture is and what it's gonna be like when my daughter has an Instagram account or when she's on whatever poppin' app is out when she's growing up. Mm-hmm. And I was led to a video about cancel culture. Mm-hmm. And it just made me start thinking about how toxic and dismissive cancel culture actually really is. Because it doesn't fix anything. It's just like, okay, you're problematic, get the fuck out. But what's next? Are we really shaping the Are we really shifting the mindset of our societal fabric?
No, not at all.
So I kind of wanted to talk about that and how we can move forward.